Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames. In this video, we're going to talk about a report that is suggesting that Ye is out to spite his children. So basically, they're saying that Ye is punishing North because of Kim. Now, this report is not giving much information as to how Ye is punishing the child. We know that at present, Ye is currently unwell, and that's the best way to put it, but I don't think that this is his intentional action to punish the child, because as you guys know, and we have to be real with this conversation, I know that it's not something that many of you guys like to hear. However, we know that Ye is currently mentally unwell based on what we can see on the outside. Whenever he goes off like this, for those who understands that he has literally like a timeline, 2 to 2.5 years, this happens to him. I don't know, why is this time frame so specific with his health? But we know that consciously, Ye would never do anything to spite his child or kids for that matter, or as some people may prefer, children. So as such, I find it to be quite of a stretch for them to be saying this. Now they're saying Kanye West's recent actions have reportedly sent alarm bells ringing through Kim Kardashian's home, so much so that she has contacted her lawyers. News about this has been shared by inside source that is well placed within the Kardashian-Jenner circle. Now, in their conversation with Heat World, the insider explained Kanye seems to have gone totally off the rails. His behavior is unacceptable, so Kim called in the lawyers. As of right now, she's devastated that Kanye can't be the dad that she wants him to be. But it seems like he's willing to make this incredibly messy. And the sad thing is that it's the kids who suffer most, but Kim sees it as her responsibility to protect him. Before concluding, the insider also doubled down on the emotion. I think they mean emotional toll, because there's an ace. I think they mean emotional toll. All this is having, and admitted Kim is furious that Kanye ignored her request to take North off that song. She can't believe he'd drag her into such a dark and controversial situation. This is more than overstepping the mark. It's taken his contempt for Kim to a whole new level. Now, that's it. That is it. So basically, what they are implying is that by Ye having Northwest on that Sean Diddy Combs collab, it is Ye intentionally spiting the child. But I don't think Ye is intentionally spiting the child. I think Ye is just mentally unwell at this moment. And whenever he's mentally unwell to this level, these are some of the little indicators, because you know that he's normally highly sensitive and very protective of his child. So as such, I think that that decision, as unpleasant as it is, and I'm not making excuses for him because it's just not appropriate, and you guys know my stance on that. It's just not right. So, but I think it's his mental health, because whenever he's good, he avoids Diddy. You guys remember Rolling Loud last year before Sean Diddy Combs' arrest? That's after his LA and Miami mansion was raided, and the world turned against Diddy. Diddy showed up at his Rolling Loud set, and he completely avoided him. So just to think that Ye completely avoided him there, and then initially when Diddy was arrested, we never heard anything from him. He never had anything to say. And then we noticed that like for the past, 3-4 months, could be a bit more than that, he has been saying free puff. So I think that's when things started going off the rails for him. Now, I don't think he has any intention to spite the kids. As, unpleasant as what he did is, I don't think it was intentional. However, this is something that will definitely maybe push Kim to consider getting full custody. But at this point in time, does it even make sense for Kim to move in and get full custody if he's not well? Because she's not going to be able to get him into a courtroom because in his head, he's already fleeing LA to avoid them putting him in an institution because that's what he told DJ Academics. He says that he has to leave LA because they want to put him in an institution, which means that his wife wants him to get that medical attention as well, and that's why she didn't go to Tokyo, Japan with him. So judging from, looking into all these things, because I've been looking into it from a realistic perspective. If you know how people are who has bipolar disorder, you know that when they're like this, they tend to see everyone as their enemies. Even the people who cares the most about them, the best about them, people who literally have their best interests at heart, they will think that this individual or this woman, you know, like the post that he made about this white woman, that's his mental health right there. That's how they talk. So if you're familiar with anyone that has bipolar, when they go off, that's kind of the railing that they're on. And if they're on that railing and you see some stuff, then you're going to want to say, okay, if he's like this and if he's not getting any help, then maybe it's not good for me to be around him. So I can definitely understand why it is that Bianca Censori would not want to be around him at this point in time. Not just for one reason, but for multiple reasons. If you're not going to get help, I'm not going to follow you around town because, why should I support your bad behavior? You should be getting help and I'm not going to stand for this. And the second reason would be, hey, if you're like this, I know that things can get worse and I don't think that the situation is safe for either of us. So I have to say, whether Bianca is with this man, whether she's a gold digger, whether she's RACIST, as people are saying, even though I don't see her as that, I can't see her as being a RACIST. I believe that they do things which they think is comical, but it's not, okay? I think that because artists and art is so subjective, they often see things as comical and not an offense, but it is an offense to the average people like you and I. But to them, it's like, come on, smile a little, laugh a little, but they have to be careful. So my point is, I don't think that Bianca Censori is the RACIST. However, whatever she is, I just hope that and pray that she continues to make the best decision for herself and he, because if she chooses not to go to Tokyo, Japan with him, unless he gets the medical help that he needs, that's her making a good decision for herself and for him as well. And you have to think about it from a logical perspective. We're on the internet. We've been following Ye for a couple of years and we understand certain behaviors and certain patterns. And people say, oh, Ye is not going to hurt anyone. When Ye is good, I can say he's not going to hurt anyone. When he's like this and he's refusing to get help, you don't know what can happen. There's that little very thin line. Remember that even people who are normally healthy, even with you and I, there's a very thin line between love and hate. And it just requires us to be in a particular position, experiencing a particular experience for us to go off a particular way. Let us be conscious individuals and let us think constructive It's not negative thoughts. It might not be what you want to hear, but at the end of the day, the facts are there. These are the facts. There's a history. There's evidence. There's research. But I'm just saying, I'm hoping that's not the case. I do hope that he gets some help, even if it's alternative medicine, because help is out there and there's so many options for him to explore. And I do support Bianca Censori in not being around him, whether he might be violent at this point or not. I support her not being around him because when she's not around him, when he's at this state, it proves to him that I love you, but not like this, because guess what? You don't have to be like this, because there are options, there are means, there are ways, there are methods, and there's so many of them that you can literally choose what works for you or what you're most comfortable with. I've been even giving that guy a suggestion on my channel, Find a biohacker. Find a biohacker if you're not comfortable with these doctors. That's all I'm saying. So I don't think he's spiting North, at least not intentionally. I think that is a little bit of stretch, but everyone sees things differently, okay? But I want to hear from you guys. Do you think that he's spiting North? Because I can't see that. Not for the love of God. While you're at it, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me.